So when I was going to pick up your boyfriend, because we were supposed to pregame, it was one seltzer and one beer because
he's at a fixed income.
He said he said I was given no warning, I was given no preparation.
Hi, welcome back. This is the Lord Far Squad Pod. I'm Barbie.
I'm Miguel.
And I'm Mandy.
And welcome to the group chat.
We have much to talk about today.
We don't.
We do. There's
we do.
There's literally so much shit that happened in the past week.
Say more.
No,
honestly, that's true. That's true, actually.
Let's talk about the elephant in the room.
Should we talk about how Thanksgiving went?
Oh yeah, we can talk about that. I was gonna say about like last night we went out and
that's
we're
the elephant.
All so tired.
Oh, zoom in. No, don't please.
we are wrecked.
Not me. I stayed home.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that.
Why?
The past 4 things I've invited
I'm sorry.
you to.
That's true. I do that.
She has bailed within the hour of time to go.
I think.
And I was like,
look.
Yeah. What is that? What is that?
Okay, I wanted to go dancing with you, and then I couldn't. And then, because I've been having a lot of, like, work, which is honestly the reason why.
Work?
I know, I'm like... No,
I've been having a lot of, like, work. You
like,
guys know what that is?
Like, have you heard of that?
Have you
It's,
heard
like,
of
crazy.
that?
Like, I usually not, like, it's not my thing, but... No, yeah, because, that's why social media hasn't been popping off either. I've just been too busy to edit. I'm sick of it.
No, also, my bad.
No, it's not your fault.
Well, I'm usually the one who posts, and I didn't.
Oh. I'm just sick of it. So if there are any editors out there wanting to work pro bono, let us know.
Bro, if there's also anybody who wants to film this podcast, I'm tired.
Yeah, let's talk about
replace
that.
us?
Let's talk about that.
Replace us, bro.
Wait, but let me explain myself real quick.
Oh, right.
Last night, I was supposed to go out with you guys. And then I had a family party. Which I also didn't end up going.
A last minute family party?
Yeah, because my cousin was like leaving town.
Where is he going? Why?
He lives up there.
So you're having a going away for party for someone who already lives?
But he came down
like,
for
what's
Thanksgiving.
The truth?
He came down for Thanksgiving and was like, okay, bye.
So you threw him a going away
party?
That's just how Latinos roll. Are you crazy? My auntie always throws a party. Like, she's going to find a reason to throw a party. Like, every week she's like, oh my God, let's celebrate this, that, the other.
Okay.
I love people that celebrate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I love people who
hate.
celebrate people. No hate. I hope he makes it to one piece.
I hope it's the 1 hour drive or whatever.
It's in North California.
That's like
Whatever.
It's like what, 8 hours, 9 hours? Yeah.
Yeah, it's like San
right
Fran.
California is so large.
They're very tech forward over there. Is he in tech?
No, he's a lawyer.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. I love him. Love him. I will be using his services in the future when this podcast gets sued for
what kind of a lawyer
defamation.
is he?
I have no idea. Y'all, his whole family's lawyers. Like his sister, his other sister, and him. Like they're all lawyers. We were at his graduation party, and the mayor came.
The mayor of who? Whoville?
The mayor of our city was there. I was like, "What are you doing here?" Yeah, I was like, "What are you doing in my auntie's backyard?"
That's so
I was like,
silly.
"Stranger."
He came?
Yeah, he was like,
How did you know he was the mayor?
Because he did a speech. He was like,
Right.
"Oh,
he said I am the mayor."
Yeah, he was like, "Oh, like I've known this family for so long. They're such a great family." And I was like, "Who?"
Oh, so they're in cahoots.
Low-key, yeah.
That's not good.
What do you mean?
They're probably like deep within politics.
Bleep out the city.
They're probably deep in your city's politics.
They are. My auntie's like, oh, I talk to I know the political people in, I don't know, because like one of my other cousins, she literally was a council member for LA. She's also a lawyer. Like they're just like
Are
involved.
they wealthy?
I think it's so silly how much of your family is involved in politics and your dad is very like, no politics.
Yeah, very much.
Literally, when we went to Ecuador, we stayed with Barbie's family. Literally our first day there, they had like this rally for the mayor, whoever's running for.
Oh, it was like the campaigning for the mayor of Quito.
Yeah. And like her little cousin was like in charge of the music, and then it was so
cute.
silly. We're literally just standing on a street corner with like 30 people just holding signs.
So you come from like a very political family.
I don't think so. I just think that's just what happened. I don't come from. They chose that political life. Like I don't come
enough.
from a political family.
Did you guys see that story of the youngest person who passed the bar and became a lawyer?
Uh-huh.
He beat out the last person who was, I think, 18. And then she did it, and she was
and it was
17.
her brother.
But
Yeah,
the
it was
person
her
who
brother.
held that title before
Was her
was her
brother.
older brother.
Can you imagine?
Oh no, they were both
the
16.
competition.
They were both 16 or 17, but she is like the youngest because she was born like a few months or something before.
Ooh.
I'd be so,
I'd be so mad.
I can't imagine like what their parents. Imagine like your two kids, the youngest people who like.
I wonder
passed
if
the
they
bar
like know how to
exam.
have fun.
I know that, but they're gonna be like. I mean, they're set for life.
Like for what though? Like to be a lawyer for life? Like okay.
Well, I
think
mean,
that's a pretty big
they're
feat.
16.
Yeah, they're
so-
16. Like,
But also, like,
Who's gonna
what are
hire
you-
a
I was like,
16-year-old
what are you
lawyer?
doing?
Though?
I was like, what are you doing with your law degree at 16?
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like,
You
I had,
can't
I had
even-
a friend that graduated college at 19 in social work, and then she couldn't get work for a few years because she was too young for like.
Yeah.
yeah,
like,
but I feel
no one's
like,
gonna listen to a 19-year-old being like.
But I feel like being a lawyer is different. Like, imagine like the news coverage that they're getting. Clearly, someone is going to be paying a little more attention to them.
I don't know. I would not want a 15-year-old representing
Yeah, I
me.
was like, that person can't even get tried as an adult to go to jail.
Yeah, but I feel like with law, if you manage to be smart enough to pass it, I feel like you have a very good chance at getting experience. And
Well,
like you
why not-
obviously aren't going to start at like a murder trial, but I feel like
a
murder. But I think like that's crazy. That's sick.
mean, good for
think
them.
they're gonna
Congrats.
Maybe
to
they'll
you.
just like take some time off and like chill.
maybe, but I don't think so.
And they should. Yeah.
I doubt it.
Yeah.
I don't think you pass the bar exam at 16. Just
Maybe they'll just do
chill.
a whole bunch of pro bono shit until they get like experience.
Maybe.
Interesting.
Until they stop being 16.
Yeah, that sucks. Well,
Well,
so let's talk about last night then. How did you guys enjoy it?
oh yeah. So we went out last night. My little sister was here, so she was like, "Let's hit the town. Let's go out." So I just went on my Eventbrite and said, "What's happening Saturday?" And we found like this 2000s. It's like a traveling event. Like they go to a whole bunch of different clubs. Like they like host at
It was good music.
It was good music. I liked the venue where we were at, but we were like on Skid Row.
Yeah, it was a very shady area.
Where was it?
On Skid Row.
Like on Skid Row.
Okay, but Skid Row moves around.
That's true.
Like where?
It was very
it's off
close.
Of like I think it was.
Where were we?
It's like near the Arts District, like on
That's what I was
Skid Row.
thinking. Okay,
there,
no,
yeah.
that.
Yeah, it's really close to the Arts District. But it was very cute. I liked the venue. It was small. They had like an outdoor area and then an indoor area.
Yeah, I've never been to that venue. I loved it. I think when it comes to venues, that's probably like one of my favorite ones.
Ooh.
Oh wow.
Because it had like an outdoor and indoor. And
it
also,
was
or
very
maybe it was
nice.
because it also wasn't like crowded.
Yeah, but
It seemed like there was space.
we did go at 10:30 because we wanted to get in for free.
And I still didn't get it for free.
Why?
I got in at 10:40.
You know I had to
Oh.
pay for the second one?
How much did you pay?
$20.
For the second what?
Girl, we went to like
Club?
another
Oh.
afters.
Yeah. Also, I did not like that venue. I felt like shady shit was going down. It was
Oh,
some of the like
100%.
it was like some of the most terrifying people all in one room. It was like warehouse. Also, why didn't it shut down at 2? Like clubs
Because afters go till 5, 6 in the morning.
that isn't that like not legal?
Well, it's a warehouse. It's
California?
not like a club.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's why I was kind of hesitant that you guys wanted to. I was like, damn, you guys are down for an afters? I hate afters.
I had no idea what that meant.
Afters is
After
usually
the ice
like,
cream?
Bro, you just said I didn't know where we were going. Axel said or your boyfriend said
yeah, you can say his name.
Axel. Hi. He was just like, here, sign up for this. And I said, period.
He's crazy.
No, he is.
He's a party
I was so
girl.
mad.
He was party
I was like,
girl.
dude, let's leave.
You're
No, afters are
insane.
usually like after.
After
I
hours.
heard there's
After the
a
thing.
club somewhere in Hollywood area that like they really judge you really harshly based on how you look. Like you have to be hot. I forgot which one it was.
I've heard that, but it's in. But the one that I know is in like Berlin.
No, that one too. That one's even like more
one's even
exclusive. That
more,
one's
like-
hella exclusive. But like, there's one in Hollywood where they're like super like low key racist. Like you got to be like blonde or something. No, you gotta be blonde or you gotta be like a super like.
I feel like that's similar to the people who are hosting the like Futch nights. I don't know if you guys
What is
saw.
a foot night?
Okay, so it's like it was like this big queer thing where they were like
Queer.
looking for like
Futch?
yeah, it's like a femme butch. It's like a soft butch.
I don't like that.
Well, that's what it's called. But it was like everybody wanted to go, but then like when people started going, they were like, "Oh, you're not a futch or whatever," and it was just like they were only letting in like white soft mask people, and like they were like, "Oh, you don't count because there was like POC." They're like, oh,
When
you're not
was
a futch.
this? Rue? When was this?
I think it was like last year.
This is here in LA?
Yeah, I mean they also had them in New York too, but yeah, it
Is
was, like,
that
a big
low
thing.
key like discriminatory?
Yes, that's kind of why. That's what I
like,
was saying.
that is
Well, I
literally
just feel like
what.
the community that is usually discriminated against.
Yeah, but it's like anything
Has
else.
created
It's like
a new
there's always
discrimination.
whenever somebody has some sort of oppression, they think that they're like different, and then they think
That they can
hear
become the oppressor.
Yeah, I
and
think-
that
I
it's not
mean, I've-
oppressive.
Yeah, I've heard a lot, especially in the queer community, of like white queer people being extremely racist to like POC queer people, and
Are
like
you
not.
one of them queers?
I think also, not even like just discriminatory, more just like ignorant and thinking they're like, oh, we're on the same level.
Yeah. I think a lot of. I'm in queer media. So I've seen it on a couple posts.
Have you been holding space?
I've been holding space. No. I just know a couple people that like they've said things that are very ignorant, but I feel like because they're queer, they don't see how they're just being like,
Just call our names out, jeez.
no, not you guys. What the?
No, I think
they just say things that I'm like, that's not, and then they're like, oh, but I'm so oppressed. Like I'm literally such a
Yeah.
minority. I'm like, but that doesn't mean you can
that's
like
not-
treat
Yeah.
like you can't say the shit that
Yeah.
you're saying. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, I feel like I can't understand from like a POC point of view, but like gay white men, a lot of times they'll be like, we're on the same vibe. Like but I'm not, like I don't get male privilege because
Yeah.
I'm gay. I'm like, queen, it's still there. You are still a
Queen,
man.
sit down.
Queen, take a seat.
No, yeah, that does.
I have a non-binary cousin, and instead of saying queen, I'm trying to say your grace.
You're great.
What's the other one?
Your Royal Highness.
Your grace. Pop off, your grace.
That's funny.
Indubitably.
Queen.
I also just speaking about them queers. I saw that queer movie with Daniel Craig.
Was it good?
No, I hate gay people. It's
That's the clip.
Exhibit A.
That's the clip.
it was just so like. I feel like whenever we watch movies,
Was it like millennial gay?
not like it's very like homoerotic. Like ooh, things happen on screen. Like oh my god. But I feel like every single time we get a gay movie,
A goovy.
they like the character is always, I don't know, like a drug addict or like a sex fiend or whatever. And
Have you seen I don't know if it's out, the movie with Caleb Heron that's coming out?
No, I didn't know he was in a movie.
oh, he's in a movie. I don't think it's come out yet though.
Okay,
I love him.
I
He's
keep
so
seeing
funny.
clips and I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Oh, I thought those clips were part of a commercial or something.
No, it's something
it's
on
an
HBO,
HBO
Max.
Max.
Yeah.
It's an HBO Max show.
Oh, I love him. He's so funny.
Anyways, I hate
So
gay
I'm
people.
excited. Right.
Well,
But
Bro, speaking of, okay, this is why I ended up leaving last night at the club because, I don't know, it was just, the men there were really aggressive and like weird vibes and like kind of old. Like,
Right.
bro, go home. But we were having a good time.
go tend to your kids.
Yeah, go tend to your, however many kids you have, honestly.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were just like all up in our business, everybody's business. But literally, me and Ellie are literally kissing. He taps me on the shoulder. He said, "Can I get in on that?"
No, he didn't.
Bro, the way I have never hit anybody. I'm not an aggressive person. The way I took my hand, I said, "Yo, fuck off!" I shoved
T.
him. I was like, that was kind of bad of me.
Yeah.
she's so bad.
No, but I said, "Bro, get the fuck away."
What was his reaction?
He was like, "What? Me?" Like, no, bitch, the other person talking to me. I was like,
That's
he
crazy.
was like, "Whoa, like I'm so sorry. Like I didn't understand." Like,
We're on the same page.
yeah,
He's like,
he
we're
was
on
like-
the same playing
He's like,
field.
"You want to kiss her? I want to kiss her." I'm like, bro, get the fuck away. And like,
That's literally insane.
yeah, and like he didn't give up because later he was trying to talk to Ellie too. He was like, "You guys are just so hot," and I'm like, "We know." Like,
Yeah.
I'm going home.
Ew.
I can't imagine like what everyone in there is on.
Yeah, no, I mean, there was some girl going around to everybody. She's just like, "What do you have? What do you have?" I said, Queen, I have a water and a vape.
Yeah.
And she's like, do you have poppers? And I started taking poppers. I was like, oh my God. Like,
That's wild.
I was like, you know what? I said, if you're in my car, we're going home. I
Yeah.
said, I've had it. I'm ready.
No, I do think it's like, especially those kind of things where it's not like an official club. It's
That's why I
literally
feel like-
just an empty
yeah.
warehouse and they just invite a bunch of people.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And
yeah,
I've
I feel
done,
like it felt very like
Sketch.
it's
shit
very,
was
it's
going
very
down.
like off the books. It's very like,
I felt like it was giving like people were getting trafficked there.
Oh!
yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, no, like some of the people were just kind of like swarming around. Like it looked they had an agenda.
Yeah, it's literally like it's very, very crowded. It's dark. The music is very, very loud. Like I still have it ringing in my ear.
Were there strippers on stage?
There
I
were
feel like
strippers on stage.
when I was leaving, I was like, when did these?
I kind of loved them though. They had these cool little glasses that were like
I know,
throwing
it
around
was
like
like-
rainbows. And I was
Yeah,
like,
I was
okay,
like-
I love that.
But I couldn't see the stage, and so when I was leaving, I finally I was like, what the fuck?
When did these guys get
Yeah,
here?
I was like,
Yeah.
I was like, who's paying them?
But it's like it's full, and then there's like this balcony, and then it literally looks like a warehouse where there's just like torn sheets that are like thrown over, like, and they'll just like spray paint. Like I think
There was lots
said
it was
something
lots
like-
of political stuff.
yeah,
I
it
was
said
like,
like something against the chaos. Or
oh
something
yeah,
like
no,
that.
it was climate chaos.
Me when I'm trying to be vocal about global warming.
Yeah, I was like,
What is that supposed to
okay.
I don't know, but it is. I bought these very. There was a little nice man who had like a little like flea market going on.
He did. I was like, he was
And-
selling his little rocks.
He was selling rocks. I bought glasses.
He knew he could get money
But
from
I
you
was just
guys.
kind of like, I can't believe that somebody's not just like, he just was not paying attention. I could have just swiped him. But I was like, you know what? I respect the hustle. I'm going to pay.
Bro,
But
when,
I thought it was just so funny because he has like his
Yeah.
whole little flea market stand in the
no,
middle
that's
of a
so
fucking
silly.
club.
Yeah, it was such an interesting vibe. Like I felt like I was in like a dystopian film for real.
Did you guys see that thing going on social media where they're like, at what age should people stop clubbing? What are your guys' thoughts on that?
I think you should stop clubbing.
when you have children at home to take
So
care?
if you're like a 50-year-old single man,
Yeah, keep going.
40-year-old,
Yeah, but then they become the weirdos that are in the club trying to like lure people.
Yeah.
thoughts?
I don't know. I think
Bro,
if you're,
I think it's ageist. If you still have the club in you, you deserve to be there. But stay in your lane. Don't be talking to the
yeah, don't get too confident.
19-year-old girls who've snuck in. Like that's You know,
Yeah,
no,
I
no,
think
no.
you can go whenever you want. Like it's cool, but
I want to see some 70-year-old people up there. That's what I want to see.
My thought on that is that like there is no age limit on the club. However, there should be like, I feel like there are clubs that are more age appropriate. You know what I mean? Like, oh, if I'm in my 40s, I'm not gonna be at the I'm not gonna be at
In
the
down-
warehouse. I'm gonna be probably at the jazz club or whatever
Yeah.
it is. Or even if there,
Girl.
or even if there is like a club for older people, just one that, like you said, isn't full of like 19-year-olds. Like, why would you want to be? Wouldn't you feel like, okay, wait, this is not my vibe? So that's why when I see like old men or like even like you don't even have to be that old. Like you're 35 and everybody's 21. Like you're a creep. It's not that you can't enjoy the night, you can't enjoy music but it's like you knowing that everybody's like 12 years younger. You go find one that's a little bit older. Because even you went to downtown LA and you were like, I didn't like it. Everybody was older.
Yeah,
that's
they do have,
where that's where the 35-year-old should go.
Yeah. I went to this one of my sister's friends had a birthday and she went to like some bar in Uptown Whittier. It was just like all the millennials in their little millennial outfits. They were so cute dancing to their like 2010 music. I was like, this is so wholesome. And I was like, you know what? Like, I'm not going to go dance. This is their moment. I'm just going to like people watch.
people watching.
No, it was so cute. I was so happy for them.
I think it's like intention. Like if you're a 40-year-old man, you're single, and you're like, I'm gonna go to a club.
Yeah, like, are you trying to pick up?
Yeah, like what are you trying to do? Are you just trying to have like, because you could just be in your room and like turn up the music and like
Okay.
start dancing around. But like, what is the intention on going to the club and like, you know,
Well, I
you're
mean,
sitting
like-
at a bar like with a drink and you're just like
Staring.
you know, like just staring. Like that,
Scoping.
that's weird.
Yeah, I feel like it's weird if you're. Here's the thing: if you're a 40-year-old man or a 40-year-old person,
No one should be 40 years old. First of all, Kill yourself.
No, but here's the thing: like,
Just kidding. Sorry.
even me at a youthful age of 25, I'm not going to the club by myself. I think that's what's weird. Like,
Yeah.
you won't be the only 40-year-old person if you go with your friends.
Some people don't have friends.
And
Are we
But
being
I think it's also okay.
friendist? Like if you have like the bouncer's like, how many friends you got?
How many followers you have?
Yeah.
No, but I think it's also. Is it true to say that because we were raised in an environment that never went out, we clearly, obviously, would never go to the club alone versus somebody who wasn't raised.
no, I just feel like it's like a safety thing. You're not supposed to go to the club by yourself. Also, it's just
I
like
know some
weird.
people who
Not
go to the
men.
clubs.
I don't think men feel that way though.
I guess, but like,
Especially,
what do you do?
I don't think a 40-year-old
if
man
you're
is like,
going
my
to the club
safety.
by yourself, like, what are you doing?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's all about like intention. If there's a 40-year-old single man who's just going to the club, again, just like, you know what I mean, like against the bar, waiting for somebody to come through. Like,
Yeah, that's why I think it's weird. That's why
but
I'm saying.
I also think it's weird
if
if
he
you're a
came with his
40-year-old man
friends.
and you're just like dancing in front of everyone.
But
See, if you're just dancing,
Yeah,
like,
I'm
let him
like,
be. It's not bothering
you
anyone.
can dance freely without.
He can dance
committing
in the
crimes.
corner facing the wall.
He can dance if he wants to.
Yeah, fair enough.
But if he, what is it? But if you don't dance,
When do you
No
guys
friend
think?
of mine.
When do you think you'll be done, like with the club scene?
Bitch, I'm already done.
yeah, I was like, Barbie was never on.
Yeah, fair enough.
Bro, Ellie was telling me, Ellie, who lives in Spokane, she's because we have. I feel like
Oh,
LA,
she felt at home at the arts district or wherever you guys were at.
Wait,
Bro,
why is that? Because
Bro,
it's just
tell
old
me
people.
why she showed up. We were supposed to paint. She's gonna be so mad at me for saying. We were supposed to paint. I'm working on a side project, but
Me.
I was supposed to paint these fucking chairs I've been working on. She takes off her sweater. Her shirt says Spokehampton or Spokecompton, and I was like, that's so funny.
Girl.
She's like, I never wear the shirt. I'm afraid it's like offensive, but she's like, but I got it for free.
That's gonna get her shot here.
I said, you need to put your sweater back on. But it's
That's
so
kinda tough.
it's so silly. But she went to a club in Spokane, and because like it's not LA, they don't have like regulations, it's just whatever. She went to this club. There were literally strippers there lighting their ass on fire.
Oh,
Okay.
that's a night. I
Literally-
love that.
Lighting their ass on
That is so fun.
Like, what do you mean? Like, what? Like, can you paint the picture a little better?
Like just like
Like,
like
the-
ignition
the-
fluid
the-
on their ass.
Yeah,
Just,
like,
light
they
it up.
put that like that oil thing on the ass and light it
Yeah,
up. Oh, okay. Because
yeah.
I was thinking they put like something up their ass, like a firecracker.
a little TNT stick.
Yeah.
You know, like the hula people who like spin the fire sticks.
A fire stick up your ass.
That's what I was thinking.
A little sparkler.
A little jetpack.
That's 4th of July sparkler is insane. Just like between the cheeks. And you know what? What about it?
Oh, I was like, that's amazing.
They're risking their lives for the sake of the art.
No, they were. I was like, that's actually talent. Like, that's crazy.
I wonder, the only time that we had ever gone to a club outside of LA was when we went to Seattle. We went to this really small club in Seattle. Do you guys remember that?
I was like,
No.
are you talking about we as in us?
Yeah, it was
Was
for
I there?
Lucas's birthday weekend, I think.
What?
Yeah.
No, when we for his wedding?
I think it was his wedding weekend.
Yeah, not his birthday. He wasn't there.
Oh, did I say birthday?
Yeah, no,
His wedding. We
Oh,
went to
yeah,
this
yeah.
small club, and I remember also feeling like everyone was really, really young.
Oh, because it was an 18 up club.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah, it was an 18 and up club, and then the 18-year-olds could only go to a certain level, and then the drinking was like in a different level.
That is so embarrassing.
Yeah,
Can you
like-
imagine, like, they say, like, no, like, you can't come in here, and you're just, like, trying to have a good time?
Bro, I just remember I got a hot dog from there and it was delicious.
Hot dog.
That's what was memorable to me.
Hot dog.
I think I'm, like, getting pretty close to being, like, done.
Bro,
club scene.
I had to rally so hard once we went to the second place. Noelle parked that car. I hopped out. I said, I need everyone to wait. I swallowed 2 tacos on the side of the road.
Did you get food?
Yeah, bro. I was like, I need to be going home. Plus, I picked up a donut on the way there because I was like, I'm gonna need this on my ride home.
Girl.
She's thinking ahead.
No, I was like, there's no fucking way.
I stopped for a burger after, but now I don't feel very good.
Burger. From where?
It was this place called Mellow Burger.
Was it good?
Oh, I saw it. It
No.
was right
Oh.
across. It was
Right across the street from. It
No. Oh,
was not
before.
good. It was very expensive too, for some reason. Yeah.
So, when I was going to pick up your boyfriend because we were supposed to pregame, the pregame it was one seltzer and one beer because
We are.
He's
He's at a fixed income.
he said he said I was given no warning, I was given no preparation.
And you know what the crazy part is? I put, and this is like the most frustrating part about all you bitches. The way that I put you guys in a group chat together, and I said, Axel, Manny's coming over. I need to shower. You guys should plan and like figure out drinks and stuff like that. That was 40 minutes before you got to his house.
Yeah. The 40 minutes I was driving to get to his house.
Oh, I feel like you could have handed your phone to Ellie or something. But I just feel like I put you guys in a group chat.
Well, I just feel like you were like, we can pregame at Excel's. So I'm like, okay, my job is to show up to Excel's and pick him up.
Yeah, but I was sitting waiting for like 40, 50 minutes for my sister to get ready. And I was just kind of like,
Well, how is that my fault?
whoa.
How is it my fault that you didn't tell her what time we were leaving?
I think we should move on. I think we should wrap it. Like y'all can hash this out like another time.
Well, this is what they want.
No,
Anyways, what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Okay, so while we were drinking our one seltzer, one beer, he was telling me how for their like high school graduation in Mexico, they went to Cancun, and you know, like any sort of like grad trip, they like fundraise or the parents like pay for the trip. For them, they got sent to Cancun for like an all-inclusive resort that came with like drinks, came with club entry,
Yeah.
all of that, and there was like no cap on like how many drinks you could have. It was open bar
Oh,
kind
I'm
of
sure
thing.
everybody got
Wow.
wasted.
Yeah, and I'm like, they're like 18 years old. I'm like, if you sent me into an all-inclusive resort at 18, I'd be dead.
I would not come out, actually.
I would not. That would be the end. That would be the end for me.
Wow.
And I was like, do people not like die? Like, are they not hospitalizing all these children? He's like, yeah, no, like the amount of wheelchairs they need to wheel people out of. I'm like, that's
get
crazy.
dehydrated, yeah.
No, but it's also like he was telling me because like he's like your parents are basically like, hey, I paid money for this. You better get my money's worth.
wow.
I'm like, that's so crazy. I'm like,
It is very
the
different.
U.S. is so different.
It is very different. Like I knew somebody who. Oh shit! I forgot what I fucking thought.
I knew somebody once.
Oh, I got it. No, I knew somebody who also was born in Mexico and was raised in Mexico, and he would tell me that when you get to a certain age, like 16 or 17, your parents at your birthday party will purposefully get you super, super like drunk. And, like they won't stop you. Like have more, keep going, keep going.
Yeah.
And then when you become sick, they use that as like their lesson of like,
Yeah. And it's also like, I feel like that makes sense. And it's also like you're in the safety of your home around people who can take care of you too, which is
Yeah.
like nice. Because everybody's going to, if you drink, there's going to be a time where you do too much.
It's like
and if
it's
you're
like,
like us.
it's like in Mean Girls when she's like, because if you're gonna drink, I'd rather you do it in the house.
Yeah.
I know, I never understood that until like much later, and I was like, wait, I
She
kind of get
ate.
that.
She was a good mom. She was a cool mom.
She was a cool mom.
Yeah. And honestly, like, I feel like I would have saved myself if I would have been able to do this in a safe environment.
Do you think you wouldn't be as messy as you are?
I'm sorry.
You're a mess.
I'm sorry, what?
No, I was kidding. But do you think that the moments,
Like what moments?
Well, like okay,
I just feel like you got something on your mind. A specific
no.
moment.
I'll be specific to me. I have had some messy moments,
Yeah.
and so sometimes I
We
think
know.
like if I would have been introduced to drinking at like an earlier age and been around parents who were a little more open, it's like if you want to drink in the house like this and this and that, would I avoid those messy moments?
I don't know if you'd avoid them, but I think maybe
They wouldn't have
they
happened
would
as often.
they wouldn't happen as often, or maybe they wouldn't been as messy.
Yeah.
Because I think it's like a part of life. I think one thing that I kind of get upset about sometimes is that like it's more socially acceptable for you to be a messy 19, 20-year-old
Yeah.
versus me being a whole grown woman
Yeah.
falling around the club, losing all my shit.
Yeah.
Getting my phone,
Carrying
ID,
people on your shoulders.
putting bitches on my shoulders.
That's crazy.
I just feel like people are kind of like, people are looking at me like I'm the 40-year-old man in the club.
Oh wow.
Do you feel that?
No.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh my god.
No, also I feel like people think I'm younger than I am too. So
I've been getting that a lot recently.
That you look younger than you are?
Or wait, was that in my dreams?
she
I really
wishes.
can't tell. My dreams are very vivid. It's kind
No,
of annoying.
I've been having that too. Very vivid.
I'm like, wait, what's...
It's the drugs.
Oh, no.
But you think you look younger than you are?
No, I don't. But recently people are like, how old are you? Like, you're like 21, 22? And I'm like,
So
stop.
good. That's honestly such a big compliment.
Yeah.
But it's also not, though.
Oh,
Because it makes you like...
Am I immature? Like,
that's
yeah,
true.
I
I
don't
do
know.
think I'm
Is it like,
I think,
you know,
I
you're
feel like
a
if I'm-
child?
I
if
think it
acting the way
depends
that
on
I am-
how people say it.
yeah.
Like, oh, you look like, oh, I think you're like 20. Oh, you know, versus like, are you like 21? Like, how old are you? Like, then you're like, okay, fuck you, bitch. I'm 26.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, like, oh, I've been acting a fool.
No, I don't care. And it's more like, oh, so you're a jerk. So, like, you don't understand me. Like,
Yeah.
you don't know. Like, literally, oh my God. So, I'm mad because I was working at the forum because I'm a bad bitch.
Hell yeah.
So, I was working at the forum and I guess I had been tired the other couple days that I was working on this shoot. So I wasn't very like myself. I wasn't very talkative. I wasn't like, you know, just like I was just getting it done. I was exhausted because I had to wake up super early to go all the way to fucking Burbank for 2 hour shoot and then drive all the way home. Like
that
I'm not
sucks.
who's gonna be happy about that. So then when I was finally at the forum, I had a lot more energy because I got to come at like 1 p.m. and it was like really chill and like, you know, they're building the set for John Summit. It's like woo. And there was this kid, like literally he's like 21, okay? And I'm like just yapping like I normally do. I'm like, oh my God, so can you do this? And like giving them the microphone, like, can you explain what you're doing today? I'm like, oh my God, that's cool. Like, you know, just being normal. And he was like, you probably shouldn't have coffee that much. And I was like,
That is so funny. He said
No
that?
yeah,
way.
he was like, did you have coffee today? And I was like,
And then you punched him square
no,
in
I
the
was
face.
really like,
That's
I was like,
insane.
what are you talking about? He's like, you're just like on edge. You're like on edge. And I'm like, and I was like, normally this would offend me. I feel like normally maybe it's because my brain has developed. But before
I
I'd
just
be
feel
like,
like that was embarrassing
oh,
for him.
Yeah, like I think I'd usually feel like, oh, like, oh, what do you mean? But like, I think I'm at the point where like I'm clearly older than this stupid boy, and I'm also like an adult, and also you don't fucking know me. So I literally called him out. I was like, I feel like you probably shouldn't say that to somebody you just met.
I'm so proud of you.
And I was like, I feel like you probably shouldn't tell me. Like, he's like, well, you're just like, you're not like yourself or something. Like, you don't actually know
What myself
like,
is.
What myself is. I was like,
She
yeah. I
said,
was like,
you don't actually know.
I
This
was
is
like-
me calm.
I was like, yeah, no, literally, I was like, this is.
You don't want to see me on
Yeah,
coffee.
I was like, yeah, I was like, this is actually just like how I am. And the other 2 days, I was just tired. And he was like, well, like, why? Like, he was fighting me on it. And I was kind of like, I was like,
no, I'm so proud of you for saying something. That's
Yeah.
so.
I was
that's
like, yeah, I was like,
growth.
yeah, dude, like, I was like, you don't. I literally was like, you don't talk to someone you just met like that.
No, I've been.
It's like little
yeah,
boys
that's
are so
okay.
entitled, and I'm
That's
like,
true.
and not to make it about gender either, but I feel
I
like
think it is.
low key it is because it's like if it was a dude being like, hey guys, like, da-da-da-da-da, I don't think he'd be like, no caffeine today. Like, no, he wouldn't have the
Yeah,
audacity because it's a 26-year-old boy man, and he'd be like, I'm not gonna like, you know, but because
Yeah,
I'm
like,
a
oh,
26-year-old
he's like
girl,
getting his shit done. Yeah.
I also think
What was he doing?
he was helping build the set, but like I just feel like. I think it's also just because he could have also been like thinking it was like flirty or something. You know how like some guys like to tease you, put you down?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember in college I used to eat that up. And now I look back and I'm like, dude, that's why I had such a hard time in college because like people were literally so mean to me and I'd be like, maybe they like me or like and it's like, oh, it's
Yeah.
abusively nice.
Which is so sad because
Yeah.
that's like a thing they teach you from.
yeah, like if a guy's like
Have you
teasing
ever watched like He's Just Not That Into You?
Is it a show?
No.
It's like an old 90s movie, but it's literally
He's
like
just not that into
it's literally it starts out with
Mm-hmm.
like this little girl getting teased on the playground and then like
They're like, oh, it's because he likes me.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
For
then so
sure.
from then on, every time somebody's a bitch to her, she thinks they like her.
Well,
and they
yeah.
so
don't.
like traumatic.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I don't think like in college I was like every time someone's a bitch to me, like I think they like me, but I just think like the guys that I did like when we would have that banter, I'd be
Banter.
like, oh my gosh, like
The banter.
we have something going on. But I think I've matured, and like when he was doing that, first of all, fuck off. Second of all, I was kind of like, you don't talk to people like that. I was like,
Yeah.
that's not cute. If he thinks it's cute, that's not cute. Like that's rude,
Yeah.
actually.
No, he learned a hard lesson that day.
No,
I mean,
don't
did
think
he like,
I
or
don't
was
think
he like
gives a fuck.
unbothered?
He did feel a little awkward that I called him out. He was like, well,
I feel like that's a thing. Like they'll get defensive.
Yeah, they'll be like, well, I'm just saying, like you're not like that, and I'm like, you
the guy at
don't
the club.
know.
Like literally
Yeah.
the guy at the club, he's like, what?
Yeah, like what? You called me out? Like, yeah, it's just
What?
kind of like, dude, you
Yeah.
don't know who I am. This is actually how I am on the regular. I was tired. I'm human. And he's like, well, I just think, well, you talk a lot. You're always on edge. And I'm like, well, maybe I think you're really quiet. Like the fuck.
Or just like shut up?
Yeah.
Maybe I think you're ugly.
That was true too. but
I think the audacity is insane. That's wild.
I'm used to it, but I'm like proud of myself finally being like, actually, don't talk to me like that for the first time ever. Because I feel like I'm like, oh, like, oops, that's just me. But I was literally just
girls,
like, actually,
you gotta stand up.
Stand up, queen.
I was charging. I'm like new to the electric vehicle, like
okay.
and so I went to go charge the car, and it's super like it's not hard, but it's still something that's new to me. And I get very intimidated because, like, sometimes they're all taken or there's like one spot and then that one doesn't work or whatever. So I pulled into this spot and there was this lady who was like trying to figure out her car, and she was like on the phone or something. And I parked, but she took like my plug and then used it on her side. And then I literally just got out and I was like, oh, are you using this one? And she's like, what does it look like I'm doing? She's like.
She stood up for herself, queen.
Period.
No, literally.
Are you dumb, stupid, or dumb?
Yeah.
She's like, I know if I was a man, he wouldn't have asked me that.
No, literally, I was just confused because it was like my first time, and I was like, wait, I don't know. Like, I see a machine, and there's a what is it called, a gun or like an electron, the hose for the electricity
Cord?
The cord. There's like a cord on your side and there's a cord on my side, but you chose to take my side.
Yeah.
So I was just like, is this like
How
is this how it works? And I don't even. And she was just like, what does it look like I'm doing? Of course I'm using it. This and that. Mine doesn't work. Yada yada yada. They're not working. XYZ. And I'm like. I really was so stunned because I was like, I feel like I told her, I was like,
he sells his car.
and I literally stopped and I was like, I feel like I was very kind when I was like, is everything
You
okay?
said that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because I genuinely was like, I was shocked.
Yeah.
I was shocked, and I don't give a fuck. Like when talking to me, and I was like, wait, I feel like I said that very kindly. I was like, is everything okay? Like, is it frustration? And she's like, this one's not working. Like, I've been trying to get it to work for 20 minutes. And I was like, okay, I don't own it though. Like, I just got here. I'm just trying to figure out. Like, I've never charged a car before. If there's anything that I can do to help, like, I'll call them too. I just like, this doesn't need to happen.
Oh.
And then so she actually she was like, okay, she's like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And I was like, it's cool. Like, if you want to stay on this side.
That's so sexy of you guys. I'm so proud of you guys for.
I love that. But it's like, it's so crazy because it keeps happening. Like, even I think 2 days ago, I went back to the same place and there was a girl who was on the phone.
Maybe you just need to find a different charging station.
I need to find a different charging station. But she's on the phone with like the person like trying to turn the thing on.
Oh.
And then they accidentally send the signal to start charging from my side.
You said, hell yeah.
And I was like, hell yeah. And then I got out and I was like, is everything okay? Maybe I should just stop asking. Like,
Everything's obviously not okay.
yeah, literally. And she was like, no, these stupid bitches, like they sent the signal to start charging your car. And I was like, well, why don't I just unplug mine? Then you can like, I'll just charge your car. I don't need it. Like, I'm at like, I just wanted to fuck around, like come charge. But I just think it's so funny. Like, am I going to have to go to that? Like,
I
every
mean,
single
I don't
time?
have those issues with Tesla.
Not at all. You just plug in and go?
Plug and go.
I really want to buy there's an adapter.
Yeah.
So that I could use.
Yeah, you won't
Tesla
have it.
chargers.
Nobody's yelling at each other like that. I've never experienced it. We're all quiet. We all just get out of our car. Like if there's
Maybe
one
I
that's
should
not
do
working,
that.
go to the other one.
Okay.
I never run into that problem with the 2013 Toyota Camry.
How much do you fill up on gas?
Like $50.
Ooh.
How long does that last you?
Oh yeah, probably lasts her a lot longer.
It depends.
You don't do much driving.
I do. I
He
drive.
drives all the way to fucking.
I drive all the way to OC, and then I drive back to LA to see Ellie, and then I drive back home. Yeah, no, but I do a lot of driving. I think I probably fill up like every week and a half to 2 weeks.
That's not a lot of driving.
No, it is a lot of driving. I get
like,
good
what's
gas
your miles? Yeah, like what's your mileage? Like
I feel like it's
$50
like-
gets you how many miles?
Yeah, I think mileage. It's like
What, like 3 something?
30 something per gallon.
It's very good.
Yeah, no, it is. I love Toyota.
I know
yeah,
they're very
I want a Prius
reliable.
again.
The new Prius is so pretty.
I love. That's my dream car. Oh,
So I remember you guys were talking about the audacity. You said the audacity, and I just remembered I actually brought you up to one of my client groups
Yeah.
this week because I was talking about like building up confidence and also like allowing yourself to take up space. And I was like, guys, my best friend, I don't know what it is, but he can get himself into any situation. Like
So true.
I told them about the time we went to the Santa Monica Pier and we wanted to go on the rides and we didn't want to pay for it. And you just walked up and said, hey, can we get on for free? And they let us on. And I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And then like the time when, like even when we went to
Universal.
That
too.
Yeah, Universal, you got us in the fast pass.
Oh,
Charlie
yeah.
XCX, you got down to the pit.
Yeah.
Like, and I was like, the reality is like, there's not anything like different between our situations, but you just ask the question. And for whatever reason, you're not afraid. I think I'm so afraid of somebody telling me no. I take it very personally. And it's
people have like, what do you call it? Like
rejection.
Rejection therapy or exposure therapy where they do things that you never know what they're going to, just because you realize you're not going to die if someone's like, no.
Yeah. And so I think whenever I am trying to like challenge myself, I'm like, let me summon Miguel.
That's so funny.
good.
Yeah. And no, I think that's a very like cool quality that you have. And I think it's also something that it's good to develop because like people, like you can't get something unless you ask for it.
Yeah.
And like it genuinely doesn't negatively affect me if you say no. I'm already not getting that thing. So I don't know why it's like so scary for me. But yeah. But I was talking to them about that when we were talking about like routines and things like that. And like even like you were talking about like building up your self-care and also just like it's being able to like like kind of fake it till you make it, like treating yourself.
Yeah, definitely.
Treating yourself with respect, even acting like you have confidence. A lot of times it's like that stuff seeps in where it's like it becomes real. It's kind of like if you were to do the opposite and like I know sometimes I feel like in past years we've been really negative or like very like when you really talk about the negative things, it's good to like express yourself, but we kind of like soak that up. Like even like being around other people who are negative, like, oh, life sucks, work sucks. Like you just start to like believe it more and more. And so I don't know. I think it's an important thing that can help. I mean, like even like talking about like romanticizing life, like acting like life is
worth living.
Yeah.
Life is worth living.
Yeah, but I think it's a cool, silly concept that I think actually is helpful, and I need to implement it more.
I think over the last couple of months, it's been super. Sometimes you just feel so stuck. Like I can't explain it. You know, like life is worth living, 100%. Yeah, love that. But there's also
For you.
Well, yeah, I feel like that's the energy we're trying to bring, right? Like, is life is worth living. But it also is really, really hard to like do life sometimes. And one of the things that I get like, because there's moments where I sit back and I'm like, wait, this is actually really hard. Like I can't do this.
Yeah.
And then you know people start talking about like, oh, you can do these things for yourself, you know, self-care and stuff like that.
But it's like I'm already exhausted and I already don't have time, and then you're telling me to do something that takes more time.
Yeah, but then the way that I see, like I was talking to my therapist like a couple weeks ago, and when she was just talking like, well, what's your routine like? And I was like, well, I don't really have one. Like I just kind of go, dude. And this was like when I was working like freelance, and it was really depressing because like you don't have a job all the time, like you're out of money. You know, your life isn't really scheduled because it just comes as it goes. And then when I started this full-time job, I really committed to myself, like, okay, you have structure again. You have a full-time job, you know, whether it's working from home or working from an office. You also have a space to start caring about yourself. Yeah. And that's, you know, and that could be little things. Like when people tell you, you know, just wake up and take a shower and like wash your face, that already will make you feel so much better in tackling the day. But you know, it's really hard to believe that when you haven't done it yet, because you're just like,
that's stupid.
Yeah, like that's so stupid, but it's actually like works. And so I feel like I've created like this routine where I do wake up at like 7 or 8 in the morning and I just go wash my face. But but the cool part is that I don't have to like get ready to go anywhere. I can just come and sit down back on my bed. Yeah. But it's the intention of like, I'm gonna get up. I'm going to move my body and go to the bathroom and splash some cold water on my face. I'm going to put my contacts on.
Hell yeah.
And then I'm going to, you know, go sit at my desk, and then I'm going to, you know, spend a couple hours responding to emails and stuff like that.
Instead of bed rotting.
Because it is so easy to do it now. Like with TikTok and social media. Oh my God. I hate it. I hate that I am so obsessed with it.
I have to spend at least 3 hours a day on TikTok.
Can we look up each other's screen times?
Yeah.
Like, what's your screen
And then it's so funny because I have like a new obsession right now.
What is it?
On TikTok. I've been getting a bunch of videos of Los Duendes.
What is
Do you guys know what Los Duendes are?
No.
Yeah, the one this. Yeah, they're like little
They're like little gnomes.
fairy gnomes.
And they come to life in Mexico. And so there's
Is
like,
it like storytelling or are they
no, like they're scary.
Are they like
Like children will be playing
Gnome
soccer,
hunters?
and for some reason they're always playing soccer on these like the duendes found on. They're always playing soccer, but yeah, guys, it's scary as fuck. And I told Axel, I was like, "Do you know what the duendes are?"
Wait, what does it have to do with?
Oh, I'm just talking about
Oh.
like what I'm.
Oh, I was like, wait, what does that have to do with self-care routine? Okay,
Oh, sorry.
I got it.
Okay, let's guess because I already know Mandy's. I'm just kidding. I didn't see it. Let's guess who we think has the higher one.
do you do your editing on your phone or anything?
No,
So I think
that's
Miguel's.
insane.
I think mine too.
Because you know what? Barbie, yours better not be the highest because you do not respond to a text. So
I agree.
Yeah, but I feel like the majority of my screen time is from like 10 p.m. to like 1 a.m. So that's a good like 4 hours or whatever.
I still think it's Miguel.
I think it's
I
me.
think it's me. I think it's me too.
I think it's me just because I'm freelance. So I'm like,
What is yours?
My last week average is 5 hours and 12 minutes.
What is yours?
last week was 5 and 46 minutes with a 7% increase from
Miguel's
last
is
week.
12 hours.
Mine is 8.5 hours. That's a whole work day.
Wow.
That's crazy.
With my most used app being TikTok at 22 hours.
Oh no.
My most used app is Messages because I care about my friends.
My most used app is TikTok with 14 hours of the week.
Mine is
Oh my
22 hours
God.
for the week.
That's crazy.
What's yours?
TikTok? No, my biggest one is Messages. It's
That's
8
ins-
hours.
Really?
What?
Bro,
Who
I'm
are you texting?
Don't worry about it. I got friends.
Okay.
Not Barbie because she's not doesn't respond. But my second one is Maps. I am a lost queen.
Wait, so maybe you're not even that bad because if Maps is your next used one, they're counting like you're literally just
I never said I had. You guys were talking about your problems. I didn't say.
wow. Wait, what's your TikTok and Instagram average?
My TikTok is like 5.
How do you guys do that?
Just her, girl.
I will be honest. Honestly, when I fall asleep watching a TikTok and my phone doesn't turn off. So it's like literally looping.
Your For You page is crazy.
Yeah, no, literally. I wake up and then I'm like, oh yeah, I was watching
You
that.
were probably watching Las Duendes. That's
Los
why.
Duendes.
Los Duendes. That's why it's just over
Se
and
los
over.
llevaron los
Sometimes I
duendes.
wake up really early in the morning and the first thing I do is scroll and I'm like,
And that's so bad.
yeah.
No, I hate when I'll like watch a video just because like it gets me for some reason, but I don't actually like this content, and then it just keeps giving it to me. There's this movie. I don't know if it's a movie. I don't know if it's a show, but it's basically this. It's like one of those like olden days pieces where everybody's like
A period piece.
a period piece, yeah, where everybody's just like trying to get married, but it's this trans actor. And then it's just so homophobic and she's so mean to him. And I'm like, what movie is this? And I'm like,
What is it called?
I don't know. I don't know what it's called. I don't know who these bitches are, but I keep seeing it over and over. And it's so mean. I'm like, every time she comes up, I fucking hate this bitch. She's so mean to him.
What?
I don't know where you're
I don't know. I don't know either. I wish I knew.
I'm obsessed with
I'll probably
TikTok
see
drama.
six more of those videos today.
I it comes to the point where I really do want a flip phone. And I keep saying that, but then I'm like, I think I'm afraid that if I have a flip phone, I won't be able to do the things that I've, like, what if
you
like,
won't be able to spend 8 hours on TikTok.
That's
Yeah.
true.
I've thought about it too, getting a flip phone, but then I thought like,
I'm
wow,
like, what about
imagine when I
work?
do get a flip phone and then I want to die. But it's like I can't take it
You
back
want to
'cause I
die
already
and
paid.
no one would know.
I already paid the activation fee, like to set up the new phone. Like
But
I've
I'm
already
like, I
gone
don't know.
through
Do you
all
think it would be worth it? Because like in my head, I'm like, okay, I have a computer. I can edit videos, whatever. If I need to check social media for whatever reason, I can always go on Instagram. It's not like I'm gonna get rid of my iPhone 12. I can literally put it in my fucking closet.
You have an iPhone 12?
That's crazy.
And a 15. So my little sister sold me her iPhone 15, and I was like, this will be my work phone. But it just became such a hassle to have two phones.
Bro, the 15, I hate it.
I don't
Also,
like the
also
15.
the new update is pissing me the fuck
What
off.
update? I didn't get an update.
I hate it. Maybe I just like updated mine later.
Life is worth
But
living.
it's the worst. It's
Well,
so bad.
I don't know. I just like, I don't know if I will be, if I, like you said, like if I will like get a flip phone and I'll enjoy it for like a week and then be like, okay, but this is inconvenient because I need maps, because I need this, I need that.
Oh yeah, man.
Oh, yeah, how would I get anywhere?
And then
Or are you
feel-
Spotify?
Spotify. I
That's
think what I would
true.
have to do, to be honest, is I would have to get a flip phone, but then I would have to pay for the premium on my car so that I could have maps and Spotify. Stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like being on social media, whatever, I feel like it's contributing to the burnout. I feel like it's such a waste. Like you're like, oh, I'm so burnt out. I just want to scroll. Like as if scrolling is gonna make you feel less burnt out, and it never does. I don't know. I don't know.
Have you guys seen those new apps where it's like TikTok but for like bettering yourself?
Yeah, no, they're
It's
like,
I've
this
seen
is
that.
the new social media for ADHD.
Yeah, and
There's
it's, like,
so many
stuff that
ads for
helps.
like bettering yourself, and I just feel like they're all scams.
Yeah,
You know, it's
I
like
agree.
I'm like, what if I just like didn't look at my phone? Like, what
Yeah,
if
why
I
can't
just
I
like
have that
What
self-control?
if I went on a walk?
I think it's because as much as we want to say like, oh, what if we just did this? It's like we are addicted. Like that we do have an addiction and we don't want to admit it, but we do because
It's kind of the
it's
thing.
like
Like,
saying,
I
like,
could stop if I wanted to.
yeah, I could stop if I wanted to, or I want to like, you know, if you're addicted to like drugs, you can't just stop willy nilly. So
Or it's also
we need help.
yeah, it could also be like yeah, it's an addiction, but everyone does it, so therefore it's fine.
It's so normalized.
It's normalized.
It's
Yeah.
bad.
It
I'm
really
getting a
does,
flip phone.
It really does remind me of like Wall-E when they're all sitting on those like,
Wow.
On the
space
chairs.
Yeah.
On the chairs.
Okay, if I get a flip phone, will you guys support me, or will you be mad that the
Dude,
group-
you
well,
don't answer
Bro,
texts anyway.
If you text back more, I will greatly support it.
I'm sure that I text back more because then I have less distraction. I'm like dying for social interaction now that I don't
That's
have it.
true.
You know, I'd be like, "Ugh."
Yeah.
But
Be begging.
I'm just pissed that
begging
like
for a
I've been
text.
looking for a flip like a non-smartphone on the market that has a full keyboard, like a slide, like we used to have. They don't make those anymore. The only ones that they make that are still 4G, like they're the flip ones where you have to like type it a lot, and I'm like,
yeah.
dude, that's stupid. Why don't they have the slide ones?
we
And it-
we should bring back the
The
do you guys-
Nokia?
No, not the Nokia. The
the Samsung.
no, the one that would like flip open. It was millennials really who did it. We never really had them. I had the flip one that slid up.
Yeah,
the,
like
That's
slid
what
with
she
a full
wants.
Yeah,
the kickstart.
Well,
I don't remember.
it was a Samsung.
I just remember
We had the same phone.
I just
on
remember
Greg.
I
Yeah,
had the
no,
one
that's
that
a different one. I'm talking about a
you
different
guys
one.
had the slip one. I had the one that opened up like a little laptop, but my U stopped working, so my texts were insane. I had to send all my texts without the letter U.
Wait, what? Because your U didn't work?
Because my parents said like you can't get a new phone until this one breaks. I would throw it. I'd step on it.
You're lying.
Yeah, that
Mandy.
shit. Nothing would happen to it, bro. It would not break.
But I'm like, okay, for real. Like phone companies out there, like
Sidekick.
oh,
Do you guys remember the sidekick?
Oh yeah.
the BlackBerry, is that a BlackBerry sidekick?
No, the sidekick. This one.
Life is worth. Oh, right.
Oh my god.
I was
if
thinking,
it
I was
a
like, should I just
sidekick-
get those off of eBay, like the ones that are sliding keyboard? But apparently, it's not
That's
a good
so
idea
cute.
because they can only take like 2G or something like that. Like basically, the reception is not good enough. I don't know if that matters. Let me know in the comments if that matters, or if you're like, oh no, the service sucks.
Doesn't it-
We had
Doesn't
this
your
one, the LG.
Oh yeah.
It was not LG. It was
Mine was LG. Mine was that one.
Nor.
No,
I
you
thought
didn't
we-
have that one. Yours was like black and orange.
Yeah, you had the Samsung.
That wasn't black and orange.
We had the
That-
same
I literally-
one. We
Is my
literally had
mic
the
on?
same one.
No, I literally bought.
I just think if somebody's gonna remember something from childhood, it's us, not
the
you.
only
so.
reason it was like black and orange was because I bought like this Hunger Games skin to cover the phone.
No, Miguel, you
Like,
had
that
this.
wasn't-
one.
Oh yeah.
Hold on.
It literally had the like catching fire
but
on
yeah.
the background.
It was like,
You had the Samsung Intensity 2
Bro,
cellular.
You were such a fucking nerd. That's
yeah,
so
dude,
silly.
that was like the gayest shit I've ever done. I pulled up this
See,
skin and I
that's
was
what-
like, look at my skin.
That's what we're saying. You were so. I want you to bring him back. You were so much more gay then than you are now.
Yeah, you know what's what's so funny? I had a friend like earlier this week tell me she was asking us like, well, what would we like what if we had like our own store, what would we open up?
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, I don't know. And like Axel was like, I want to open up like a bar and stuff like that. And she was like, Miguel, I feel like you should open up a store where that you just sell like knickknacks. And I was like, excuse me? And she's like, you just always have like trinkets.
You
and, like,
do have a lot of trinkets.
And like I like look up here and like I do have like a lot of trinkets, like little gadgets and gizmos.
That's because here's the thing. Even the fact that when we went to the bar, you were buying the little sunglasses and the rocks from the guys.
yeah.
Anybody can sell you on anything.
I just love
You
a
will buy
good.
it.
I love a good knickknack. I think it's fun. I think it's cool. Like I don't think I'm a,
Knick-knack.
So like a box lunch.
no, because those are more like targeted like for pop culture stuff.
Yeah.
But
Yours
I'm
is
talking
just
about,
like anything absurd.
Yeah, like if like my favorite
Random.
thing is like if I go to like
Are you juggling? What are you doing?
I probably should have finished my story first. Like my favorite thing right now is we went to Dave and Buster's, and I got like a lot of tickets. Like for some reason,
You were on fire.
I was on fire. And
So happy for you.
But turns out like I wasn't as on fire as I thought I was because the only thing I could get was like this little slinky. But it was a lot of tickets. It was like almost 50,000 tickets.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
Miguel,
it was so
I'm
fucking
looking at the
expensive.
slinky right now. You better be fucking lying. That's literally the
And
smallest
like I
rainbow
walked
slinky
in,
I've ever
and then
seen.
the Xbox, PS5 or whatever was like 120,000 tickets. But that's like my favorite, and I just love little knickknacks. And one might throw it away, or like I got that, and then I got this little like stretchy pig. And it's like one would throw it away. You don't really care about it, but I love a little trinket, a little knickknack.
I'm
love
so
that
happy
for
for
you.
you.
I don't know why I started talking about that. But
We love that for you. Well, Mandy, what kind of store would you open up? if
What
you
kind
could?
of store would I open up?
we already know, dude. You'd
Pretty
open up a
close.
thrift store,
Yeah, no, it's because I've been so burnt out. I haven't been doing like my thrift stuff, but my mind is still in the thrift zone, so I'm still buying the stuff, and then I
Yeah.
just shove it in my closet. Like right now, actually,
Well, maybe if you have a good enough collection, you can go to the Silver Lake Fleet and then sell it for like hella profit. Because those bitches
I
will
have
pay
to make
like
I have to make
$80.
it. I have to make it look uglier though to sell it at Silver Lake.
Oh,
yeah.
I hate all this stuff though. No, but so I'm redoing my room. Well, actually, I'm
HGTV,
not.
you can have like your own little like
Pimp my crib.
oh,
What?
it's Pimp My Ride.
Oh, I
yeah,
thought
but
it
it's
was-
like my house. So why would I do my
nah,
ride?
she's changing it.
I'm.
Okay.
Anyways,
Oh, okay.
but I don't know. It's like I can't. The ADHD is strong, and I can't stick to one thing. So I have like 12 things going on. Not doing well at any of them. So I bought some things off Facebook Market to give me the room that I want, but I didn't get rid of the old things. So they're like, I have a whole desk like put upside down on the floor, so it takes up less room. I have 3 mirrors in the corner.
So you're hoarding.
I'm hoarding.
Oh no!
I'm hoarding, and then like.
I can see that for your future, Loki.
Honestly, it's been like that for a while. I'm like, this is the more realistic vibe. of my,
Oh
You'll
no!
just be a hoarder.
I know, but I'm like,
But I feel like you'd be a hoarder, but like not like a gross hoarder. It'd just be like you just have a lot of stuff, but it wasn't like it's not like trashy. You know,
Yeah.
there's hoarders where it's like this is unsanitary.
Trash,
But
yeah.
I think for you it'd be
no,
just
my
be
room
like,
is clean, but it is messy. That's
Very
that.
full.
Yeah.
I did
No,
step
there's-
into your room the other day.
I do have very organized piles of miscellaneous objects. Okay, I know what is in those objects.
I think I would have
And
like
there's
a
a
heart attack.
theme. There's a theme. No, my girlfriend too. She came over and cleaned my room the other day.
Oh.
But guys, I've been in a just depression slump.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
why I'm
yeah.
like I'm feeling very burnt out. But it's crazy because I'm burnt out from burnt out from the task that I've assigned myself.
Yeah.
Burnt out.
Like there's no reason for me to be doing these side quests.
That reminds me of like I like my suitcase. I like my suitcase.
Is that actually his voice?
I like my
I think we're all feeling a little burnt out, which is why.
Well, what's your store?
Oh, my store. If I had my own little business, I think I'd have a studio. I don't think it'd be a store. I think it'd be a studio.
Yeah.
Oh, like a photography
like
studio?
a photography studio, or like not yet a film studio. Like yeah, right. That's crazy. That's insane. That's too much. I think it'd be cute to have my own little photo studio where people would like rent it out and book
That's
it, and
cute.
then have my own thing while I work
And
on
that's
my
like
films.
it was like
That's like passive
income.
Yeah. Be cute. It would be cute.
Versus Miguel's gonna be busting his ass collecting his knickknacks.
Yeah, I don't even know how that works. Like, do I just get all my trinkets and like put them on a shelf, or like, do I go look for trinkets and then like start selling
I
them?
think you should start an Instagram account being Miguel's Trinkets, and then
Like,
and then you post like Depop.
Right in.
Mickey's
How
Trinkies?
do I? Mickey's Trinkets.
Like Mickey's. Oh yeah, we're trying to come up for a name of like Miguel's Trinkets, Miguel's Things,
Ooh.
Ooh,
Miguel's Little Things.
pretty little thing.
Well, okay.
No, we
like
were talking about yeah.
We are
Well,
burnt out, all three of us, and I think it's time for us to announce to you guys that the next episode is going to be our last episode of the year. Just
which is also like not like
The year's over.
yeah, it's also like
well, it's like we're having a little holiday break. We're tired, you know. I think we'll
take
reached our
Christmas
wits'
off.
end.
We'll take Christmas off and New
We'll
Year's.
be back. Yeah, we'll be
So
back for the
in
new
January.
year.
But we have a whole other ass episode, which is going to be great. We have
A Christmas
a
theme,
Christmas theme. We're gonna have a tree.
Oh,
right? It's really blown up.
There's
Santa
gonna
Claus is gonna be coming to town.
We have to
yeah.
We
interview-
do have our special guest
We
Santa
have-
Claus coming.
We have an exclusive interview with Saint Nicholas.
Is that confirmed?
It's confirmed. I wrote a letter to the North Pole.
He's on his way.
Expedited, and he
Ooh.
said he'd be here early.
He said he'd only come if we gave him good cookie.
I hate
That's
Have
crazy.
you guys seen that video where like we're just like, what can I get for you to drink? And he's like, can I get a cranberry juice? Like, I know that cookie good. No.
No.
What?
Where the guy's a waiter at like an Applebee's, and he's like, "Can I get anybody anything to drink here?" And she's like, "Oh, I'll do a cranberry juice." He's like, "Ooh, a cranberry juice? I know that cookie good."
Ew.
Oh, that's
so
funny.
gross.
That's where the joke came from, but whatever.
I know that
No,
cookie good.
That's my cookie.
I know that
That's
cookie.
my
That's my
juice.
That's literally Santa Claus.
Right.
But we'll be back next
That's
week
my
for our
We
Saint
do
Christmas
have
episode.
Jolly Saint Nick, and honestly, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be wild. He's gonna unveil all the secrets of the North Pole and
And we're gonna explore
his hole. So
What the heck?
it rhymes with pole.
We will not be doing that to Saint
Everyone's
Nicholas.
getting cold this year.
Saint Nicholas, it's
Jolly
that's
Saint Nicholas.
isn't he a religious figure?
Yeah, he's a saint.
That's who Santa Claus is. He's Saint Nick. Nicolas. You take Nicolas and then Los, put a C in front of it, Claus.
Nicholas.
Nicolas.
Well,
I made that up.
I want him to explain it himself.
Right, we'll
Right.
have him, and we'll have him.
I
But we're,
trust
we're
him.
not inviting Mrs. Claus.
Fuck that bitch.
She's
She knows what she did.
She's responsible.
Ask that woman what happened in May 2015.
Why May?
I'm not sure.
But until then, we love you guys so much. If you had so much fun, make sure to
Eat that cookie.
make sure to like and subscribe.
Slam that like button.
And we'll see you on the next one. But in the meantime, my name is Miguel. You can find me on Instagram at MiguelXAntonio.
I'm Barbie. You can find me at Created by Barbie.
And I'm Mandy. Find me at Amanda Harrison.
And we'll be finding out next week who's on the naughty list.
I'm bad to the bone.
The Lord Fire Squad podcast is hosted by Amanda Harrison, Miguel Antonio, and Barbie Chavez. Listen wherever podcasts are available. Our producer is Richard Cunningham. Our artwork and photography is by Axel Rivera. Special thanks to Lorena Latorre, Jared Jameson, Georgia, and Lucas Marcondes for our updated theme song. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok at The Lord Fire Squad Pod. Got any questions or a story? Email us at thelordfiresquadpodcast@gmail.com.